everybody, it's Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com, and I'm back with something a little bit different in my Now and Wow series. This time we're going to be making this really great lollipop bouquet. Is that fun or what? I can really see this landing on maybe a coworker's desk. Just a really fun way to brighten up their day for a birthday. That could be a thank you, just about anything. And of course we're going to have a matching card to go with it. Very simple but very quick, and we are going to get started with our Now and Wow for today. All right, let's talk cardstock. I'm going to be using 3 colors today, some of my favorites. I'm going to be using Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Bermuda Bay. These are half sheets. I have these cut at 8.5 by 5.5, so just half sheet of cardstock's going to do ya. We're going to put all 3 of those together. And I'm going to bring in the Flower Frenzy die. I love this one. It's got a lot of really great images that we're going to be able to cut out. And because it's a Bigz die, I can actually cut all 3 of these at the same time. So that's going to save us some time as we're doing our cutting. I'm going to put this between 2 cutting plates, and I'm going to run that through my Big Shot machine. All right, so you can see that cut out all of my flowers. I'm actually going to have some pieces I'm not even going to be using. I won't be using those leaves or this funky little guy, although he's awfully fun. I will find another use for those. Actually, if you'll hold on to just a little bit of the Melon Mambo, I'm actually going to be using that, so I'm just going to save that. Everything else will be scrap. Now, I also need to cut out some leaves in some old olive cardstock. I have a piece of old olive cardstock that is 1¼ inch by 11 inches. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to fold it in half again, because the Bigz dies will go through 4 layers. I'm going to put that right there on my big leaf, and we're going to run that through the Big Shot as well. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our Bermuda Bay flowers. I'm going to come in with one of our stamping sponges and some Bermuda Bay ink, and I'm going to sponge the edges. Now, this Now and Wow video is going to be a little bit different because what I'm showing you is the wow. If you would like to skip this step, you are welcome to do that, and it will make the project be a little bit quicker. So pretty much right now, I'm going to be showing you the wow. So we're going to just sponge on all the edges of all 3 of the big flowers that came out of the Big Shot die. So we're going to repeat that now. Of course, we're going to change up the colors, and we're now going to sponge with our Melon Mambo ink and with some Daffodil Delight ink. We're going to sponge everything. All right, I've got everything sponged, and you can kind of see just here how much deeper and more detailed my cardstock comes out when I do it this way. We're going to start to go ahead and put these together, and let's pull out our biggest flowers first. And so I'm going to kind of move these pieces out of the way, but we are going to still be working with them, and my leaves are going to go there as well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start from one end and just start putting these little guys here in the middle. Now, a little trick, we do need to make sure each petal has adhesive on it, because once we go and punch a hole in the center where that lollipop stick is going to go, yeah, we're going to have a problem if we have not adhered all of those down. So we're going to adhere that down to all of these flowers. Now, I'm going to then start with these bigger ones, and we're going to do kind of that same process with these smaller ones. So let's do this, this, and this. We're now going to adhere these flowers into the center of the bigger ones. These guys here, we're going to do the exact same thing. These are actually going to be used on our card. So we're going to adhere that down as well. Is everyone with me? We're going to go ahead. I'm going to take a break, get everything adhered. I'll be right back. All right, so my flowers are all adhered. We're ready to go. I've got 6 little dum-dum suckers. The little mini Tootsie Pops also work well for this. I'm going to come in with Stampin' Up's brand new 1/4 inch hole punch. Now, I have to tell you, I was so excited to see Stampin' Up bring these back. I love my hole punches, but what I love about this one is it's extra deep, so you can get right into the center where most office type punches you can't. We're going to punch in the middle of all of these, and then we're also going to come and punch in the center of these flowers as well. I'm going to go ahead and bring in, I've got just a little flower pot. I found this at a craft store. The little clay pots are going to work well. I've got some foam in here. You guys, really, this kind of stuff you really can pick up at the dollar store, but I've got it cut 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. It fits down there pretty good. So we're going to start with our first flower, but before I do, let me tell you, I could leave it as is, and I've really got an amazing little flower pot. Let me bring my original sample back in. And I'm going to zoom in there so you can see. I actually ran these through the Perfect Polka Dot Embossing folder. You are welcome to do that on this one here. I think I'm going to leave it alone just to kind of see. I'm going to have a now or now wow or a wow wow, I guess, because we really can change it up. So I just wanted you to see that's what it looks like if you emboss it. We're going to leave it be, and I'm going to take one of my suckers and we're just going to stick that down in there. And we're going to start with that in the center. At this point, we can just kind of start working our way around. All right, so there is my flower pot looking good. Let's come in really quick with those leaves. This is a great way to kind of fill in. I'm just going to put a little snail here on the end. And wherever I feel like I need a leaf, I can just attach that. By the way, you notice I'm putting the adhesive on the sponged side. Whoops, remember what I said about making sure those are adhered down? I guess I didn't give that one a good push. But that's why I was telling you, when you punch through, you actually punch that apart. So kind of glad that happened. That gave me a chance to kind of show you what I was talking about there. So we're going to adhere, like I said, we have 4 of these flowers, or 4 of these leaves, I should say. And there's my last one. And like I said, if you feel like you need more, you feel free to go back through and punch out some more, but that kind of fills that in. I'm going to set this off to the side so we can work on the sentiment to go inside. I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to come back in with that Bermuda Bay ink pad. I have got to stamp this happy birthday. This is from the Everyday Occasions card making kit. And I love this little set because it makes so many cards, and all the cardstock, everything is cut and ready. It's fantastic. But hey, when you're all done, you've got this fabulous stamp set, and I kind of like that. I'm going to come in with our window frames framelit. And I've got, I believe this is the second to smallest, 1 and then 2. We're going to run that through the Big Shot. And while we're there, I took a scrap piece of Daffodil Delight, and I picked the framelit that is 1 size bigger so that I have a nice layer. Okay, so I've adhered that down, and I have just a really pretty little party straw here. I'm going to come in with some mini glue dots, and I'm going to put 1 there and 1 there on my straw. That way I can just come in and attach that, and I am good to go. Let's doll this up just a little bit. Remember, I tore off that little piece of scrap. I'm going to come in now with the Itty Bitty Accents Punch Pack and just punch out 2 flowers out of that little scrap of Melon Mambo. I'm going to come in with my paper piercing mat, and we are going to look around because I left my paper piercer and I'm going to need that. We're going to give those flowers a little push, and then we are going to poke a hole in the middle, and then I'm going to take a, I'm going to take a mini brad and put through that flower. When it's done, it's going to look like this. Let me move this out of the way. And so I've got a cute little flower there, and I've got a mini glue dot there on the back, and we're just going to fill in that little dead spot. Is that just too cute or what? But I wanted to add one more thing. I have got some of our brand new, this is in Melon Mambo, this is our brand new cotton ribbon. Guys, this stuff is fantastic. It ties, it's so soft, and it just ties so pretty. But we're just going to add that on there just to give it a little extra something. Let me bring in my flower pot. And this is another great way where you just get to kind of fill in. And I'm going to give that a press down into that craft foam. And at this point, you might want to do a little playing, a little adjusting. You feel free to do that. Let me bring in my other one here so you can see that I have kind of changed up these flowers here. Like I said, I did an embossing. This one I didn't. You can sponge, you can not sponge. Either way, there's still going to be a wow. You know, I had these cute little guys left over, and I thought, well, why not make a matching birthday card to go with that? This is a piece of our Whisper White cardstock that has been cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm not going to make it in front of you because it's pretty self-explanatory. I just took those little flowers and adhered them. I stamped happy birthday and a sentiment on the inside. That I did from Stampin' Up's brand new stamp set, Age Awareness. I think this is my all-time new favorite birthday stamp set. First of all, that happy birthday is just adorable. And I love that it says happy birthday. Thanks, Facebook, because, you know, we kind of count on that. So that is how you can make just a very simple card to go with your very adorable little candy bouquet. What do you think? That is a now or wow if I ever heard one, right? Well, guys, thanks so much for checking out the video today. I hope that is a project that you're going to be able to use again and again. I'm telling you, any occasion is right. I even made one of these as a bouquet for my daughter for a play she was in. You know how we always give flowers? Well, I thought, why not give some really pretty candy paper flowers? So I hope you have an opportunity to create this now or wow project. And all the supplies that I use, especially that die, you're going to want to get that. It's brand new from Stampin' Up, and you can order it at simplysimplestamping.com. I have an online order button there for you. You can order it, order any of the cardstock. Oh, maybe that little punch set if you don't have that one. And oh, that everyday occasion card kit. I promise you, you will not regret that purchase. It's fantastic. Well, guys, I hope you'll check out simplysimplestamping.com. Thank you so much for being a part of the Now or Wow series, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.